Hey there, Harley Drifter. In the last video, I gave a shout out to Trinity, the owner of the Dungeon Bar, which is where I'm at now. I'm actually down in the dungeon itself. Anybody that's been here will recognize the place from the forest of bras and panties hanging from the ceiling. Once again, Trinity, thank you for letting me use the bar to make this video, and let's get on with it. Hey, this is Harley Drifter. I was planning on doing a video of my trip out here to Sturgis, but apparently I didn't film a lot of the trip. Nothing out of Kansas, a little bit out of Nebraska. Uh, if you live in Nebraska or Kansas, I'm sorry, but there's just not a whole lot to film there. It's corn and soybeans, it appears. I was also had this idea for another video. I was going to do all the equipment breakdown for my bike, spread everything out, show people what I carry, why I carry it, why I'm thinking about getting rid of it. I've been working though, and it's been consuming a lot of my time, so I didn't really have a chance to make that video. I will. It'll probably be my next one. I'm about 3 or 4 days away from leaving for Wisconsin, and I needed to get something out, so I decided I'm just going to go ahead and do a video like a few other people's been doing. Has to do with Scooter Tramp Scotty. Not the entire video, but this first part of it. This video will probably turn into some little political thing for me. It will be the only political video I ever do. This isn't what the channel's about. The channel's about living off my motorcycle, traveling, seeing the country, adventures, misadventures, working on the bike, meeting people that do the same thing or want to. It's a bike channel, and but with Scooter Tramp Scotty, apparently he hurt somebody's feelings at either Alphabet, Google, or YouTube. Alphabet, the parent company of Google, Google, parent company of YouTube. Anybody in anywhere in those boardrooms could have gotten hurt, or bureaucratic little cubicles. There's a lot of people speaking out about it, and I commend you. I appreciate that. The problem with this country is people don't speak out enough. Now, you can turn on the news any night and see all this crazy bullshit that's going on, and nobody's speaking out. Everybody's just accepting it. Everybody's turning their back. Scooter Tramp Scotty, he's a friend. So yeah, I'm going to stand up for him. Me and him, we talked a lot. We have a lot in common. We have a lot of same beliefs. If I talk to anybody for any length of time, I'll probably hurt their feelings too. But that's just part of life. We say that in the United States that we have freedom of speech. That's what separates us from a lot of these countries around the world, these shitholes. Well, apparently we don't have freedom of speech. If we did, Scotty wouldn't be in the position he's in. All these people, what is it that they call it now? The canceling people? What the fuck is that all about? Canceling people. Me and tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands of people have served this country in our military for our fucking right to free speech, amongst other rights. I swore a oath to protect the Constitution of the United States of America from all enemies, foreign and domestic. We have a lot of domestic enemies here. Now, how am I going to defend that? Well, my only avenue right now is speaking out. My audience isn't that big at all. My friends and my family know how I feel already. So all my new subscribers, well, surprise. People have to start speaking out. They can't just keep ignoring what's going on. There's a few sacred cows I wanted to get into and just slaughter. I don't know if I will or not. The just insane bullshit that's going on out there. There's a new song out. Anthony Oliver. He did this song about those rich men north of Richmond. And you know why it blew up? You know why it blew up? Because people identify with that. These hardworking people, they go out, work their asses off every damn day, come home, try to raise a family in a decent environment, turn on the news, and see a shithole world all around them. The taxes that we pay. Yeah, if it went to something that everybody could enjoy or everybody could benefit from, that would be one thing. But when these taxes are going to a select group of people, a small 3, 4, 5% of the population, because they're whining bitches that can't get off their asses and support their own life like the rest of us are doing, well, you know what? That's a fucking problem. And that's why that song took off. That's why people need to speak out. And am I going to get monetized on this channel? No. So I can say whatever the hell I want. Yeah, they can still shut me down. I don't care. I mean, what, I got a month or two invested in this thing? It would suck because I kind of want to go out there and video what's happening and bring some information. I mean, there's going to be people living vicariously through what I do. They live vicariously through what Joe Rader does, or Saddle Tramp, or Scotty. Those hardworking people that when they get home, they're too damn tired to load their bike and take off for a weekend or 2 weekends or a week, whatever. They watch us. Sometimes we bring information to people that's out there doing it. I mean, none of us know everything. We learn from each other. But all that, Scotty's 10 years of experience is wiped out. Yeah, sure, it's over at Odyssey, but how many of you go to Odyssey? You know, everybody's on YouTube because it's convenient. You can just turn on the TV and connect your YouTube to it, and there it is. You lay in bed or you sit on your couch and you watch YouTube. Odyssey doesn't have that. Odyssey is a little clunky. It's a little slow. The format is a little funky. But if enough people at least went over and checked it out, I'm not saying drop YouTube, but go over and get on Odyssey too. Get on Rumble. The more people over there, the better it's going to become. Right now, there's no censorship over there. Will there be in the future? Yeah, if it gets as big as YouTube, you can bet your butt, because Google's going to probably buy them. Apparently, Google's buying everything. That's another thing about corporations that people forget. When our forefathers, you know, those old white guys that everybody complains about, the ones that set up this fucking country so they could complain, those old white guys, our forefathers, when they chartered corporations, there was 3 things a corporation had to abide by. Number 1, it can only exist for 20 years. The reason being, Our forefathers knew. Even then, there was the East India Company. That was a corporation. There's all these other corporations. They knew what corporations could do. If they lived forever, they could buy everything eventually. And look what's happening. Number two is that it could only be formed for the common good. Number three is they could not own shares of any other corporation. Look it up. If you want to know what restrictions corporations had back in the early 1800s, that was it. Because our forefathers knew what corporations could do. And now look at it. YouTube's telling us what we can say. YouTube's telling us what we can't say. So, you know, I was thinking about going into some of the other stuff that's going on, but I'm going to go ahead and not do that. I'm just going to stick with Scotty. A lot of people are talking about, yeah, YouTube's fucked up for this reason or fucked up for that reason. But it's more than that. It's not just YouTube. It's every corporation out there. And then when you get to the top, you got this fucking corporation called BlackRock. These son of a bitches own a chunk of everything. You go buy a hamburger at McDonald's, you're paying BlackRock some money. You go buy a beer, you're paying BlackRock. You somehow, probably if you pay your taxes, you're paying BlackRock. When you have corporate America dictating what we can and can't say, what we can and can't do, that's a serious fucking problem right there. Another thing people aren't aware of is that a lot of these congressmen and senators, I wouldn't say a lot of them, I'd say almost every one of them, they don't even write the bills that they put up. It's corporations. They write the damn bill, they pass it off to the congressman or senator. The congressman and senator probably don't even read it. They bring the bill up on the floor for consideration, votes, and that's how it happens. Our lawmakers don't even write the damn laws anymore. It's corporations. So how do we fight them? I don't fucking know. But I'm going to speak out. And yeah, I want to say a lot more on it, but I don't want this thing to drag out. I don't want to get, like I said, this is going to be the only political video I ever do. I thought I wanted to say a whole bunch about a lot of things, but really, tell you the truth, I could go on for hours and it wouldn't matter. It would just probably piss some people off, which I don't really give a shit about. But it would be a waste of my time. What do? I don't know. But like I said, Scotty's a friend, so I'm going to speak out on his behalf. Hopefully, everybody will maybe go over to Odyssey, Rumble. I'm not saying, like I said, I'm not saying leave YouTube, but just go over there. Start checking it out. The more traffic, the bigger it's going to become. Maybe we can have an alternative. This Twitter thing, I don't know what the hell is going on with that. It was just a bunch of liberal people, and then Elon Musk took over. And then I go on Twitter, and it has stuff about things I don't even give a shit about. It's not even worth it for me. So I thought that was going to be an alternative to the liberal bullshit. Obviously, it wasn't. So maybe Odyssey won't turn out to be the alternative to YouTube. Who knows? But if anybody else out there has a channel, I don't know how much it's going to help, but hey, put something out on Scotty's behalf. Is he going to get his channel back? No. Hell no. They're not going to give it back to him, but I didn't stand by silently. I spoke up for a friend. And I guess that's pretty much it for now. I'm going to go ahead and go. I'm tired. I just want to get a shower and go to sleep. The next video, I'm going to break down my gear. I'll probably do that in Wisconsin. And then after that, I'm just going to concentrate on bike, traveling, camping, survival, and we'll see what happens. Anyway, that's it.